Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple weeks, but I think we're back to how cheap is it, and today is going to be Yellow Rapidmon. Yellow Rapidmon is a deck that you can build now, but more importantly, you can get the pieces now and get it and have it ready to go for BT16 when Rapidmon X Antibody, and potentially Madden X Antibody if you want to go that way, comes out. And then you're all ready to go. You just got to pick up the 4 Rapid X's and whatever else you want, and then you got a Tier 1 deck just ready to go and own some face, basically. So that's what we're going to do on today's video. We're going to see how cheap it is to get this deck right now. Spoilers, it's not. It's not cheap at all. Yellow vaccine decks are notoriously known for being expensive. However, don't think about it under that lens. Think about it as, okay, maybe I want to play Yellow Vaccine Rapidmon in BT16. Maybe I should get the cards now before maybe they go up in BT16 when everyone's playing it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's how we're going to do this today. I hope you guys find this educational and informative. And the next few ones of these will be decks that you can build now to get ready for BT16. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Like, comment, subscribe. To notification bell, smash potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing digital videos go live. And we'll just go from egg up, I guess. Starting with Tokamon here. I'm only picking 5 eggs because all eggs are pretty cheap. And we're just going to assume that your 5 eggs are 25 cents a piece at most. I think that's fine. Not a big deal. You probably play Tokamon, you might play a couple other eggs, you might play the one in BT16, it's whatever. But whatever eggs you want to play, I definitely recommend Tokamon, and right now my 5th egg is Karamon. The jamming might seem unnecessary because of Armor Purge, but sometimes you don't have Armor Purge, and jamming helps. So there is that. Patamon. We cannot have a Yellow Vaccine deck without 4 copies of BT14 Patamon. They're currently going for $9 each, and they're on the rise. They really are. They're up. You can see the line going in the upward direction. North, some people would call it. Well, we'll say $9 for now, 4 copies. Maybe something you might want to get. And they also might waver a little bit before that as well. Not really a big deal. You might be able to get them for 7s or 8s if you try real hard or are really patient. But that's up to you. The movie Proto-Patamon. Now, I'm insane, okay? I play 4 copies of it. However, I'm going to assume that most people are not like me. And in BT16, when we have other rookies and other stuff to choose from, you may not want to play more than 2 of this anyway. So we're going to assume that we're only grabbing 2 copies of this Patamon for this purpose. They're $25 each. That's $50 in 2 cards. I'm being reasonable here. I'm not saying buy 4. You're probably fine with 2. Next up are just some random things that you can play in your deck if you so choose. And they're all really cheap, so I'll put them as 4s. Like, for example, Starter Deck Patamon here. This is the original one. When something is deleted by DP, gaining memory once per turn. I've even tried it. It's not terrible. It's not really for me, but it is something that you can try. So we'll just call it like that. And we'll do the same for the next 2 cards. One of them being Digimon BT15. The one, oh, this one's actually a little bit up. Okay, I might increase this one a little bit. We'll call it 50 cents. We'll call it 75 cents. Okay, fine. This one, reveal top 3 cards, and then you add your yellow Digimon with Vaccine and your yellow Tamer to your hand. Pretty good card. Not bad, honestly. It gets you cards. You're not going to whiff in this deck because you're not really playing yellow hybrids. Yeah. And then last rookie I'll talk about here is Pillowmon from BT09, the Floodgate one. And we'll leave it at that. What I will say, though, is there are other random yellow rookies that you can play besides them. I've seen them very, very, very niche. So if they're very, very, very niche, they're not more expensive than 25 cents anyways. And that's fine. Not a big deal. Again, this is not a deck profile per se. This is a pool of cards that you can buy and build your deck from. And you can extrapolate. Maybe you tell yourself, I don't need any movie Proto-Patamon. I'll just play the other rookies there. It's not a big deal. It's fine. and that is your choice. I'm just giving you the information as it stands. Yeah. So we're on the champions now, which consists of 4 Rapidmons. Technically, much more than 4 Rapidmon, but we'll get there, don't worry. We have Rapidmon from ST17, and we have Rapidmon from BT8. This one is basically $3. You play 4 copies of it. That's fine. Pretty good card. Then we have the Rapidmon from BT8. Did you know that the one that comes in the Tamers Advanced deck is actually $1 cheaper right now than the BT8 like original art? So we'll use that one. We'll use this one as our price point here, and we'll call it $5.25 at 4 copies because you're probably gonna want 4 copies of it, honestly. Other champions that you can play include GeoGreymon, the 1 copy of it, at 25 cents. Okay. You can play an Angemon if you want to. That's if you really hate virus cards. If you really hate virus cards, you might want an easy out to them. An Angemon is an easy out. That's constantly keeping your security fresh and healthy. So this card's $10. I wouldn't play more than 1 copy of it, but it's there. Then we have over here, Gatomon. People do try Gatomon, you know, some security trashing stuff, whatever. For the sake of example, because the rest of the security cards in that package, like the Car and Relation of Light, lowest rarity, aren't expensive, I'm going to exclude them from the rest of this. And if you want to play them, no, it costs you about $1 or $2 for everything. It's really nothing important. But Gatomon here is a $9 card. So you might want to be comfortable spending the money on Gatomon or Gatomons if you really want to pay more than one before you think about it. That's all. Not a big deal. And the last card I didn't bring up here is I'm going to just put Yellow Hybrid BT7. You might play 1 or 2 yellow hybrids of BT7, whatever one you want. That's 25 cents. It's not really a big deal. I forgot to put it up here, but it's cheap, not expensive, not a big deal. All right. Ultimates. There are 4 ultimates to consider playing. The 4th one is a Mario special. It's the Rise Greymon from BT3. I'm not saying you should build that, and in BT16, I'm not planning on playing it anyway, so I'm going to exclude it for the sake of this. You have enough ultimates here to choose from. You can play Magna Angemon Ace. They are $5.50 each, and we'll just assume for fun you're picking up all 4 copies. That's fine. That's $5.50 times 4. Something that might be a little more painful in your wallet is Angemon Ace. This card is $18, and some people play 4 copies of it. I'm gonna lowball this and say you probably don't need 4 copies of it. You can probably get away with 3. You probably can do that. If you are doing Gatomon, Revelation, card shenanigans, maybe you get a 4th one. But yeah, with our deck's already expensive enough, and we're not even done yet. And for a pile of cards that you're gonna build your deck from, I really don't think you need this many. What you might want 4 of is the actual Ultimate Rapidmon from the Tamers starter deck. The one that you digivolve something and then you get your immunity. Well, sorry, you don't get immunity in this because you don't have a green Tamer. But it gives you a nice all turns, once per turn, trash top card security stack. Because we're playing the yellow version of this, we are not actually going to be playing 4 copies of it. We're going to throw in just 2 copies. I've tried it without the green Tamers. It's like fine. It's okay. It's really intended for Mega Gargomon Ace plays. That's really it. So if you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. It's fine. Speaking of Ultimates, Mega Gargomon Ace, I'm going to assume... Now, you might not end up playing 4 copies of this, or you might. Some people are really turned on by this card, and some people get really flaccid with this card. I'm going to assume for the sake of authenticity that we are very turned on by this card. And with shipping, it's about $3 times 4. You're going to buy a playset just to kind of help yourself out. And that's fine. The only other ultimate you consider playing right now is Venusmon. Venusmon's broken. Absolutely no reason not to consider playing Venusmon. And we just always assume we're playing 4 copies of Venusmon. And that's kind of how it is. This, again, could change. This could change. Again, Rapidmon X is coming out in BT16, and then you gotta start finagling a level 6 lineup a little bit. But for now, I wouldn't play any less than 4 Venusmon, because Venusmon is very, very, very good. 7s. Shine Greymon Ruin Mode. Yeah. I've only ever played one copy of this card in this deck. I will leave it at one copy of this card in this deck because it's very expensive. And if you look at the price of our deck already, it's up there. It's up there. There are some cards in there that are expensive, for sure. And then here we have Deathxmon, another card that I've only ever played one copy of, and it's we'll call it $69. Nice. And you only want one copy of it. Okay, that's fine. We'll keep it brief and wrap up here with Tamers and options. TK from BT14 is something that you definitely want to play 4 of. It's just your yellow vaccine Tamer. Yeah. And then, assuming we're not playing the Kari variant, the other Tamer you'll probably play is this TK. Gotta be careful because Deathxmon and Vanguard 1 Ace are not yellows. They're not. But it's fine. It's not a big deal. I will call this card 2 in 2 copies. That's okay. Again, if you're playing Kari, BTA, or whatever Kari you want, they're not expensive at all. And if you are playing Revelations, it's not expensive at all. Lowest rarity. And then we have Physical Training. You might want to grab 4 copies of this. And we'll call that $3 at 4 copies. And the last card I'm going to throw in here is Emissary of Hope, which you definitely, if you're playing the TK version, want 4 copies of. And yeah, fortunately, low rarity is not very expensive. $432 for this deck basically now. It's more expensive than any other deck we've done in BT15 on the How Cheap Is It segment. The runner-up now is Numemon. This deck puts Numemon in its grave in terms of price. And let's not even talk about max rarity because, well, yeah, if you're crazy like me, good luck to you. But that's a max rarity. And lottery card. Like, and Venusmons are way up there in price now. And I don't know, it's I have it. I wish I didn't have it. Thousands of dollars later. But here we are. We make choices sometimes in life, and sometimes you just enjoy it. Sometimes it feels really good to spend thousands. And if you want to, God bless. Have fun. So, yeah. While you think this might be expensive now, there's a chance these cards go up in price, right? I'll leave it as a chance. I'm not going to give you a 100% guarantee or your money back type of situation. But, there's a very good shot that cards like this might increase in price. Or cards like this might increase in price. I'd say likely. I think likely is fair. This might be, for this package of cards, more than $432. Maybe right now, depending on what you want to go. But again, if you want to cut things out like the Patamon, the movie promo Patamon, maybe you want less Andromon Ace or whatever, maybe you don't want to play Godamon at all, then it does help your price and it puts it in the 300 range. Still 300 people would find expensive. It's the most expensive deck so far. And that's just yellow vaccine for you, honestly. So, oh, one final thing. Some people play Ukomon, the promo one. It's $6.50. If you want 4 copies of it, it's $26. I'm not a fan of it. I wouldn't recommend it. I think if you're gonna play an Ukomon, the BT16 one is better in this deck. So I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, this is your yellow Rapidmon vaccine. How cheap is it segment? What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comment section, and I will see you guys later. Bye.